Hello, my name is Debsy, and I'm a spiritual therapist. I spread knowledge, love, and ascension. Today I'm going to talk about lucid dreaming, the moon, sun, and night sky, and the New Jerusalem. A lucid dream is a type of dream where the dreamer becomes aware that they are dreaming. During a lucid dream, the dreamer may gain some amount of control over the dream characters, narrative, or environment for a dream to be described as lucid. We are aware that the events flashing through our brains aren't really happening, but the dream feels vivid and real. We may even be able to control how the action unfolds, as if we are directing a movie in our sleep. Lucid dreams are most common during REM sleep, rapid eye movement, a period of very deep sleep marked by eye motion, faster breathing, and more brain activity. We usually enter REM sleep about 90 minutes after falling asleep. It lasts about 10 minutes. As we sleep, each REM period is longer than the one before, finally lasting up to an hour. There are physical differences in the brains of people who do and don't have lucid dreams. The front part of the brain, called the prefrontal cortex, is the site of the high-level tasks, like making decisions and recalling memories. It is much bigger in people who have lucid dreams. There are 4 levels of skill in lucid dreaming. Knowing that we are really dreaming, being able to control our own dream actions in a wake-like fashion, being able to manipulate our dream surroundings, and being able to manipulate the dream action of other people in our own dreams. In lucid dreamings, our brains control the center and is awake while the rest of our brain is asleep. We do reality testing. This is when we pause at different times of the day to see whether we are dreaming or not. We wake up after 5 hours sleep, then we stay awake briefly, and then go back to bed to try to enter REM sleep period. That helps us get into a lucid dreaming state. Remembering our dreams all day helps prepare us as well. Our dream content often repeats events that occurred the day before. One method we can use to get into a state of lucid dreaming is to think about them during the course of the day, picking objects or people for your upcoming dream. If we are lucky, the objects and people we are thinking about will show up in our dreams. This allows us to check whether we are really dreaming. A non-lucid dream are the dreams we absolutely have no control over. A non-lucid dream is often based on a person's innermost desire. Sub-lucid dreams are that we are close just below threshold levels. Mid-lucidity is when we are aware we are dreaming, but it's a faint awareness. Souls who are self-reflective are good at lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is a kind of between state where you aren't fully awake, but not quite asleep either. The sense of control you feel during lucid dreaming stays with you and makes you feel empowered. When you are aware that you are in a dream, then you can shape the story and the ending. It helps with people who feel out of control in life. Lucid dreams can help people solve problems that deal with creativity and relationships. We must prime our minds to notice unusual details in our dreams to alert ourselves that it's not really real. The phases of the moon symbolizes immortality and eternity, enlightenment of the dark side of nature itself. It reflects inner knowledge and emotions. The moon's outer layer is organic, but the interior is made out of man-made materials. The moon was run by evil forces since it was purposely made. Now the Good Alliance is fighting and is in almost total control of the moon. They played with our emotions, using the moon's cycles and the tides to control us. This is all ending now. The days will start changing for the better. The sun represents life, but is also known to typify energy, power, positivity, and clarity. The sun is a natural force that's outside of our control. It illuminates the world around us, helping living creatures and sustains many essential ecosystems. The sun was worshipped as a deity in many past cultures. The sun represents spiritual intelligence. Light is always a symbol of intelligence, and the sun, the supreme source of light in the human being's world. The moon, which symbolizes the intellect, receives all its light from the spiritual intelligence, the sun. As the light of the sun shines on the whole world, so the mercy of the divine is shining upon us, illuminating the loving path we must ascend to. Our night sky is a holographic simulation. The point of the simulation is to isolate our spirit so that we can only see within the simulation. With raising our vibrational fields, we can see through the truth. The night sky was put up for us as a boundary. To think that that's all there is. It's a conditioning method to help us think small and retreat to the third dimensional matrix. It's an illusion. So we are systematically breaking the illusions with knowledge. The mothership, or New Jerusalem, it is the largest ship ever built in the universe. It is 5 times larger than Earth. This ship has hundreds of different races of galactic angels, and it also holds millions of animals, plant species from all over the universe. They all live in glass castles. The floors are made up of pure monatomic gold, platinum, silver, copper. The walls are made of pure crystals, emeralds, rubies, and sapphires. There is no concept of time on this ship. The vibration is way too high for it to exist. Once the ascension leap happens, people will be transported to the mothership for training and then return to Earth to help bring about the evolution of the planet. Envy brings in comparisons of relationships, success, status, or image, envious and jealous. Being envious and jealous is a big waste of energy and emotions, and it never furthers our goals, but hinders it. Envy is often rooted in low self-esteem and unmet childhood needs. Envy is shadowy and unconscious, and it can act passive-aggressively in destroying what it can't have. An envious person are always in comparison and in despair state and find themselves wanting. Their self-image is dependent on things outside of themselves, and they feel lacking in themselves and have a constant hunger to fill that up. We must stop that feeling in mid-thought, never let it enter us, or make apologies for who we are and what we do. Don't retaliate, stay balanced. The goal is to hang out with people who make us feel good, and rather than those who delete our energies and wish us bad. We have to be mindful of the energies around us. In order to make us conscious and to awaken, we will be confronted with what causes our shadow self. We get offended, aggravated, and angry. We are then supposed to use that energy to transmute to the positive. We are going through a lot of trials. This is on purpose, and this is to awaken everyone and to lower the ego to a balanced state. When we get offended and we raise ourselves from it, it is in a positive way, and this deepens our ability to love and makes us become conscious. When we elevate to the fifth dimension, the whole earth will also elevate to the fifth dimension. Whenever we observe fear, anger, or frustration, know all we have to do is to turn the attention inwards, back to the divine. We must dive into our inner peace and happiness, which does not rely on any projected circumstances. When we do not like the reality in which we find ourselves, we must work to get out of it, to fix things, peer deeper between the lines, and remember we are eternal, with the right to be in bliss and love ourselves fully with all our conceived flaws. Remember, we are never alone. Be well and be blessed.